McIntyre is phenomenal. And y'all already know that lady got a husband and 9 kids.
Welcome back to the Vibers, the Blue Heart Gang Gang Gang. And if you're just getting here for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click those notification bells so that you can know every time I go live or when I do another upload. Because now we are in a relationship and yeah, we got to get into this bullshit. So listen, this situation with Peach McIntyre, I have been following it, honey. I have been eating it all up because it's been very, very interesting. First and foremost, most of you guys know that for the last couple of weeks, Peach has been on this thing where she is having people pay her to perform services. And when she first started doing it, she started off with a low number.
And today, y'all already know that I am charging hairstylists $123.23 to apply my lace.
Of course, a lot of people got mad. They were upset. Ain't nobody gonna pay you. But I knew exactly what she was doing, especially when she gave the amount, which changes, okay? And we got to get into those changes. But a lot of people don't recognize this. But Peach is using a system that I'm very familiar with. And she is using numerology, numbers, and energy, as well as manifestation to position herself better. She's actually the GOAT at it, and a lot of people don't recognize because they kind of get caught up in the rest of the stuff, like her cheating husband, the drama with her mom, and all this kind of stuff. And plus, you already know that when you're a content creator, especially if you have any level of success, you get picked apart. You cannot be normal. And I'm not saying that Peach don't be on some bullshit sometime, because she definitely does. But you got a lot of people that like to mess with her, call CPS on her for whatever reason.
Peach bitch, I don't care about y'all posting my address. I don't care about y'all posting my landlord and calling and blowing up their phone. None of that matters to me. It's already happened. Child Protective Services has already been to my new house. Posting my address just freed me, and I'm going to be outside showing my whole house. That don't make me go cry in the corner. I've been doing this for 5 years. They've been leaking my address for the last 4. I'm used to it. I'm trained. There you go.
So yeah, they try and put her address out there. They call to get her evicted. And I think they've been successful at getting her put out of a place or two before. But she started off with paying her like $100 and something in order to do her hair. Now this takes her up to over $2,000.
So listen, so if you want to do Peach hair, how much is it?
It's $2,222.22. Do you got my change?
I got the 22 cents.
That's the most important part, baby. And do you got the money?
I'm going to pay for you to do Peach hair. Come on.
Now, count the money. I don't know you like that. We just met today. I mean, I appreciate that. I do, big dog, but I don't know you like that. What's the requirement for them to be able to do my hair?
All right, the requirement is 1, you got to know how to lay that lace. 2, bring everything that you need. 3, come right now. Don't keep us waiting. Come right now. You ready?
I'm ready.
Listen, she has lines of people lining up to pay her. And if you've ever been in business, you understand that you do have to have a certain amount of revenue set to the side for advertising. That's all that is. But Peach is smart because Peach knows how to alchemize energy. She knows how to transmute it. And she understands what manifestation is. And I know that she understands the power of words, and she understands the energetics behind numbers. And that's something that a lot of people don't get and understand. It's something that I teach to my manifestation group within the Rich Girl Club. These are things that I teach all the time. This is why I am happy, honey, to hear and see her actually employing these things. Now, baby, the content has been solid. We have seen her wear some really, really nice styles. She had one girl that was in school who, needs a few skills, but she even turned that lemon into lemonade by putting the girl in position to learn from a more seasoned stylist. Like, it's been really good to watch. The hairstyles have been dope and all that kind of stuff. But of course, y'all already know when people see you making money, especially online, not only do they diminish it and discredit it, they start calling it a scam. They start getting mad. They start telling you get a real job and all this kind of stuff. But one thing that always happens to content creators is that somebody is going to latch on and try to steal your thunder. Now let's get into it. So listen, she's not just doing this for hairstylists, honey. She's been getting her nails done. She's been doing this for wig vendors, her lashes, her makeup, nails, and right here, this is a food vendor. So she actually is advertising for their oxtails and stuff like that. She literally is a social media fairy godmother, and she does very well at it. But because there's a lot of controversy surrounding her and her husband, her 9 kids, and all this kind of stuff, a lot of times you see more negative press. But I have been one of those people that people don't like because I've never really reported badly on her. Sometimes she gets on my nerves and she does shit that's irritating. But you know what? I know I irritate y'all sometimes too. So, we just gonna get over that. But here's the thing. Watching this happen, watching this girl make up a bag, I feel like she's made about $50,000 or $60,000 in the last maybe 3 or 4 weeks. So it's not a game, okay? She's really, really doing this. So that being said, now other people are entering the game. And baby, when I say other people, I don't mean just anybody. I mean Tia Kemp has jumped in. And now listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, because if you look at something you think is working for somebody else, so you like, you know what, I'm going to do it too. But the only thing that I will say, and mind you, I love me some young Tia, okay? Here's the thing. She does not have the understanding of the energy that Peach is using to do this, and she doesn't have the talent for this, okay? And I don't mean that she's untalented. I just mean she's literally jumping on to something, being motivated by money, but not understanding the principles that I know for sure that Peach is imploring in order for this to work. So don't be surprised if it's not as successful for Tia, even though I wish her much success. Now remember, Peach did this.
So listen, so if you want to do Peach hair, how much is it?
It's $2,222.22. Do you got my change?
And then Yanti Tia
Let me tell y'all something. If you want me in your chair, you got to pay me $2,222.22. Yes. I just came to the perfect experience, and the hairstylist Rose just gave me this bread right here.
Thank you.
$2,222.22. All you got to do is DM me, baby. Let's get this money.
Thank you.
So then, everybody knows that Peach is doing this, and Peach started this shit, right? So they're in the comments section. Oh, you copying Peach, you this, you that. They're in Peach's comment section. Yanti Tia this, Yanti Tia that. And then this happens.
Just why you gotta believe in yourself. When other people get into the game that you invented, please know that you're gonna still make a big bag. A big bag.
Now listen, the girls are mad about it. And I don't even think Peach is mad about it. I heard, but I did not see, even though I looked for it. They said that Tia actually acknowledged Peach, but I think that's kind of cool or whatever. But here's my thing. The whole reason why Peach is doing this is to get exposure for the people that are doing their hair. It's literally an advertising thing for them. That's their end of it, right? So Peach wants the content creator, the business owner, the stylist, whatever. She wants them to be able to prosper and grow, which is why they're investing in their business by paying to do a service on her. And so now, guess what? This is opening it up for more influencers, more people to do it. But when you're not business minded, you just see this as a means to beef. But baby, Peach has literally raised the stakes, okay, as she always does. So she literally said that she was going to get someone to pay her $20,000 in order to advertise a service for them. And guess what had happened?
Assholes, dirty foot. raggedy Ann looking assholes. Y'all know how y'all said, wasn't nobody gonna pay me 20 racks. Sitting here with Michelle from Success Tax Firm, ready to do your taxes. Arms not folded, legs is crossed. Yeah, straight like that. She gonna make sure you get what you supposed to get back. Straight up out of Memphis. What you got for me?
Girl.
They don't know about that. Oh.
It's on the floor.
You could have threw the shit on the floor. You from Memphis. We like that. Can I pick it up? Mm-hmm. Let me pick it up. I want to show her how. You see, this is what happens when you believe in yourself. All hundreds. If you find a 20, she ain't from Memphis. And I don't know. How you talk to him, Michelle?
They already know what's up with me.
They already know what's up with her. Sound like she from Memphis to me. Y'all ready for the count? Y'all better go ahead over there and let her do your taxes. Them other girls ain't got this. This is big energy. 9 years in business. She finna bust it down with the count.
You know what? Now that I think about it, my estimation has been off. Now that I think about it, Peach, more than likely, especially with her revenue from her social media platforms, she probably made close to $200,000 this month. So, I mean, after all the CPS calls and all of the dragging of her for being in this relationship that some of y'all got with y'all baby daddies, okay? If we're being honest, you know what I'm saying? She's coming out on top, okay? So I think that people need to probably spend a little time paying attention to what she's doing and how she's able to monetize every aspect of her world and when. Because she did say she was going to make the down payment for her house really, really soon. And it looks like she's going to pay cash for it. And I think that's actually what she said, that she was actually going to buy her home outright. And it looks like she's going to be able to do that because here's the thing about Peach. She's definitely a marketing genius and a content extraordinaire. Anyway, let me know what y'all think down in the comments section. And if you like my commentary, honey, go on, click like, comment, and subscribe. See you later. So before we go, though, let me tell you exactly what the energetics is behind what Peach is doing as far as the amount of money that she is charging. So the first price that she charged was $123.23. And that's when it piqued my curiosity. I was like, wait a minute, she's intentional. And I know she's intentional simply by the things that she says. She literally affirms herself a lot of the times while she's talking. And she gives her children names that are walking affirmations. But first of all, 1, 2, 3 is an alignment staircase. So whenever you see 1, 2, and 3, Spirit is basically saying step in order, clean your plate, declutter your old ways, prepare yourself for the next spiritual level. It's the universal reminder that says for you to stop skipping steps and that each small move you make is putting you in alignment with the bigger thing. So it's kind of like divine sequencing, like a checklist of sorts. Now, the 23 cents part, this is where it gets a little spicy. The decimal is not random. Decimals in angel numbers are like a frequency enhancer. They tweak and amplify the main message. So 2 equals partnership, balance, and co-creation. And we know she is collaborating, right? This is the number of harmony, alignment with the others, divine cooperation, teamwork between you, God, spirit, the universe, however you're calling it. It asks you, who are you energetically tied to while you climb the next staircase? And you got to think about it. She has been climbing and she's been taking other people with her. So these were the perfect angel numbers for her to be used. 3 equals communication, creativity, and divinity. She's been doing content with these ladies. These ladies' followers are going up. Their bags are going up. Even though they're investing money to do a service, they're getting advertisement, they're getting lessons. So not only is that 3 communication and creativity and divinity, that number is always loaded with divine protection, creative expansion, and spiritual gifts increasing. It also means that your voice is becoming more powerful. And we saw this happen because she is getting call outs and calls and checked for all over the place, okay? It's also the Trinity number. So you can feel that spiritual authority come through. So when you put it all together, 123 and 23 cents means you're stepping into a new season in the correct order with divine support, and your spiritual gifts and partnerships are being activated and aligned. I think we're watching it happen, okay? In other words, it means that her next level is going to be structured and not chaotic, and that she's being guided toward a path where her voice, her work, and her calling and identity will all snap into place. This is pretty deep, but a lot of people are going to miss it.
This is what it looks like when Black women come together and they understand business, and the mission is to do excellent business. Let me show y'all what it looked like. I have my girl Tiara J. And y'all see the brand, and I'm gonna just move your hair away for a moment. The Tiara J collection. Look how intentional she is. The in cursive. Look at the square over that logo. Tiara J in pink. I love the brand, and I'm proud of you. Collection in gold in a different font. All the details, dressed professionally. First person to pay, and I was 8 minutes late. She extended what we call this bitch. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's teaching me to extend grace. God is using all of us. Nextly.
And I need this to be understood that there's no shade towards Tia. It's just that I understand the metaphysics, okay? So will she get some promos done? Will people do it? Yes. But will she get the return on the investment? Will she get what Peach is getting out of it? No. Is she going to make a little money? Yes. But understand that you just can't throw the numbers together and I'm just going to use them and it's going to work for me the same way that Peach did. No, because Peach is being very intentional, and she knows what those numbers mean. If you're not tapped in, you don't get the benefit. So anyway, I wish both these ladies a lot of success on their journeys. I love to see it, and I hope that all of the women who are participating blow the fuck up. Now, let me know what y'all think about this whole thing down in the comment section. And if you like my commentary, please click like, comment, and subscribe. And even if you don't like it, you can still comment, you can still subscribe, because you're bound to return and find something that will entertain you or be of intellectual benefit.
Let me tell y'all something. If you want me in your chair, you got to pay me $2,222.22. Yes.